What if a simple framework could transform the way you lead your team, bringing both clarity and adaptability to your day-to-day operations? Today, we'll explore tactics, techniques, and procedures, TTPs, a military leadership framework that can revolutionize your leadership on your team. A good friend of the show, ShiRLOC, who's a pilot in the Air Force, recently told me how much he enjoyed the previous educational episodes where we gave out TTPs. He said those episodes helped him think more strategically and give clearer guidance to his team. Now, I had never thought about these tips as TTPs, but that feedback inspired me to make TTPs a central focus of these episodes. My goal is to help you see how this structured yet flexible framework from the military can make a real impact to you in your leadership journey. So what are tactics, techniques, and procedures? TTPs are a structured yet flexible approach for achieving goals and solving problems. Starting with tactics, the Air Force definition is the employment and ordered arrangement of forces in relation to each other. What that means for you, it's how do you set up your people and your resources to successfully meet your objectives. The next one is techniques. The Air Force definition of techniques is non-prescriptive ways or methods used to perform missions, functions, or tasks. What techniques means for you is it's your best practices and sharing your experience with a task without telling people exactly what to do. This is a lot of what we'll be sharing with you in these videos coming up in the future. And then there's procedures. The Air Force definition of procedures is standard, detailed steps that prescribe how to perform specific tasks. What that means for you, these are the procedures you or your organization sets that must be followed every single time. The key takeaway is that when used together, TTPs provide clear guidance but allow flexibility, making them ideal for dynamic environments. Now, I know you're saying, I don't need another leadership construct to add into my mix. Why should I adopt this framework? Thinking about executing in terms of TTPs empowers your team to adapt quickly to change while staying aligned with overarching goals. TTPs create repeatable processes that ensure reliability and quality. By providing a framework with both standards and flexibility, the TTP approach gives teams the confidence to make decisions and innovate within clear boundaries. If you need more convincing, research shows teams that use adaptable frameworks like this one improve their performance by 25%. Okay, if you're still watching, I'm assuming you're on board with what we're saying here. So here's how you make it a reality. Step 1. Define your tactics. Identify how you want your team to organize themselves and resources to achieve objectives and communicate that to them. Step 2, develop adaptable techniques. Outline the methods you want your team to use to achieve those tactics. This is actually a great exercise to do with your team if you're not in a time-critical situation. Once the techniques are all defined, empower your team to customize these methods based on their needs. Step 3, create repeatable procedures. Decide which of the techniques need to be standardized across the whole team to ensure consistency. If it's important that everyone does it exactly the same way every time, we should make it a procedure. If it can be flexible, leave it as a technique. Step 4, review and adapt. Regularly evaluate the effectiveness of your TTPs and adjust as needed. The Air Force does this every year across all its weapon systems to keep our edge against adversaries. But for you, it could be a monthly, quarterly, or annually, depending on what is best for your team and how quickly you need to adapt. Now you know what TTPs are and how you can use this adaptable framework proven for decades by the US Air Force to set your team up for success. As I said at the top of the video, we're going to be applying this framework as we bring you future videos. Thanks to ShiRLOC again for helping us focus this kind of content. And if you like it, please let us know. If you don't like it, please let us know too. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone who can use it and hit subscribe to keep getting all of our leadership insights. Leave a comment below sharing one of your team's biggest wins this year or a key lesson that you've learned from this video. If one of your goals next year is to up your leadership game, check out our online Be the Boss You Always Wish You Had program to take control of your own training and development. This link will be at the end of the video and in the episode description. Also, if you're watching and you have a bunch of managers you want to train all at once, we have our 4-month Leadership Academy training program that builds innovative and accountable leaders to bring to your company in the future. That link is also included in the episode description. Thanks for watching. Go out there, do great things today. Onward and upward.